Greetings and salutations to our very respected lecturer, Madam Ninalin Friedrich. My name is Ren George. Today, my group would like to present our group project on the chosen company, which the Dutch Lady Malaysia Berhad. So, before we enter into the introduction part, let's meet with the groups. Now, we will start with the introduction, which focusing on the company overview. Talking about Dutch Lady was established in 1963. Until today, this milk company, they have become Malaysians' favorites for nearly 60 years. When we look into their objective, Dutch Lady, they want to prioritize giving Malaysians a very good daily routines for the daily consumptions, not only for the adults but also for the babies. We can see their products such milk powders, yogurts, and also fresh milk. These all the products that have been created by them become the excellent dedications to serve Malaysians families in order to fulfill their needs. Now, I would like to pass this session with the next presenter, which is Ayin.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, my name is Nuran binti Abdullah. In the fast-paced world of finance, accuracy is paramount. Let's delve into the key challenges faced by our organization as highlighted in Dutch Lady latest financial statement. The journey begins with source verification. Trusting official financial statistics is crucial, but the task is no small feat. Unreliable sources and breach safeguards can compromise data accuracy. Aligning the stars in financial reporting involves checking consistency across statements. Mistakes, rule changes, or misinterpretation can lead to inconsistencies. Attention to detail becomes the glue holding financial component together. Next, meet the financial guards, internal controls. Ensuring they are robust is critical. Weak controls may pave the way for error or fraud, jeopardizing data integrity. Strengthening control is like fortifying the walls of fortress. Now enter the world of multi-currency data. Currency conversion rate matter, especially in the volatile financial markets. Exchange rate fluctuation can impact precision, requiring a keen eye on global economic trends. So, addressing these challenges is ongoing journey. Continuous awareness, monitoring, and dedication to internal control and standards are key. This not only protect financial integrity but also instill trust in stakeholders, enhancing the credibility of report financial accounts. So now let's move to another part.
Now, we will continue with the scenario analysis. So, what is scenario analysis? So, for the short definition, I can say that scenario analysis, it is a method or a measure that's been used by a financial analyst, business managers, economists to measure a different perspective of risk based on three scenarios. So, this analysis, it is also involved three scenarios that I mentioned, which the first we can say a base cases or current cases, which refers to a real situations what the company faces. The second cases, I could say it is referring to a good cases scenario where we are optimistic about the outcomes. So in this scenario, we assume that the quantity and also the price increase while the fixed cost or variable cost decrease. Now, when we talk about the worst cases, it is different from the good cases. In worst cases, the sales or the quantity or the price decrease while the cost increase. Okay, now let's moving on into the calculation result for Dutch ladies in terms of the scenario analysis. So as we can see here in this slide, I have put the informations to be used for the calculations. Here we have changes. This refer to lower and upper bounds, and also what happened in the pessimistic scenario and what happened in the optimistic scenario. And we also, and I also have concludes the OCF formulas here. So we have reached into the final result of the calculations. So here we have three type of scenario, which the current cases, good cases, and worst cases. So to summarize all of these findings or my result, I can say that the higher OCF was occurs in the good cases. And for your information, with the highest OCF, this indicates that Dutch ladies has a healthiest operating cash flow. On the other hand, with the higher OCF, we can assume that Dutch lady able to pay investor dividends, also can use, with the higher OCF, they can pay down the debt easily, and not to forget that with the higher OCF, they can contribute to company growth. So I think that's all from my part. I would like to pass these sessions to the next presenter.
Hi, I'm Atika Binti Abdul Taib. Now I will present about the sensitivity analysis. What is sensitivity analysis? Sensitivity analysis is a technique used to evaluate how change in the inputs or assumptions of model impact the outcomes. It helps assess the robustness and reliability of model by varying one or more input variables and observing the resulting changes in the output. The goal is to understand which factor have the most significant influence on the model result, providing insight for decision makers and improving the model's overall effectiveness. For the next slide, I will share the variables that calculated from Dutch lady financial statement, which is financial costs, distribution costs, and administrative expenses. For the next slide, I will share the variables that calculated from Dutch lady financial statement, which is financial costs, distribution expenses, and administrative expenses. For finance costs, a decrease of 483 ringgit 20 cent in finance costs represent a 5.73% reduction. This suggests that the company's financial performance is sensitive to change in financial costs, and a decrease in this variable has a positive impact on the overall performance. For distribution expenses, a decrease of 11 ringgit 50 cent in distribution expenses represent a more substantial percentage change of 10.14%. For administrative expenses, a decrease of 36 ringgit 3 cent and for percentage 6.60% reduction. This implies that controlling and lowering administrative costs can contribute positively to the company's financial performance. Based on the sensitivity analysis, it's evident that managing and reducing finance costs, distribution expenses, and administrative expenses are critical for enhancing Dutch lady company's financial performance. The result highlights the potential positive effect on key financial metrics when these variables are effectively controlled or reduced.
Greetings again to Madam Ninalin and my fellow classmates. My name is Isaac, and for my part, I will be presenting the break-even point for Dutch lady. Before we dive into the break-even point or BEP values of Dutch lady, we have to know what is a BEP. Now, according to Corey Mitchell 2023, BEP is referred to the value of when a company reaches a point in their business where they do not gain any profit or incur any losses. In our syllabus, we learn 3 types of BEP basis. There's cash basis, accounting basis, and financial basis, where cash basis is utilized in finding out the value at which a company reaches a break-even point when its expenses are either lower or equal to its profits. For accounting basis, it is used by managers when wanting to analyze a sales forecast of a company. These managers usually focus mainly on how much a project will generate earnings dependent on the accounting principles. Now, last but not least is the financial basis, where it refers to the level of earning before interest and taxes, or EBIT in other terms, when the company's net income is 0, and this is according to SINRA in 2021. As a continuation of my part, before I touch on the values of each BEP, it should be known that the differences in value does not mean one formula is better than the other, or companies should take the lower amount. It is just a forecasted value of different perspectives of the BEP formula. Therefore, for a company to avoid unnecessary costs and better forecast their revenue, it is better for them to utilize every BEP available, as all of these formulas can assist them in determining different perspectives where the company's income is neither in profit or loss. With the help of Microsoft Excel, we were able to generate these values. For cash basis is 31,645,579 units. And for accounting basis, it's 34,568,421 units. And last but not least is financial basis with 69,157,056 units. That is all from me. I will pass the remaining parts to my other group members. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Nur Hikmah and I will be explain regarding the question 5. Operating leverage refers on how much project a company stick to their fixed production costs. So if a company has a lower operating leverage, it means they don't have a lot of fixed costs compared to a company with a high operating leverage. So usually projects that need a lot of money for building and equipment have a high operating leverage, and people call them as a capital intensive. So DEL actually measure the percentage change in the OCF compared to the percentage change in the sales volume. It will tell us how much a company relies on a fixed cost. So if a company has more fixed costs, meaning to say, showing that the company depends more on their fixed expenses. So as for the Dutch Lady company, we calculated the DDO using the financial data that we have already gathered. So I include here the calculation for DOL for Dutch Lady company. For the DOL, we got 4.44 times. So based on the calculation, we can observe that for the degree of operating leverage of 4.44 times indicates that a 1% change in the sales volume will lead to a 4.44% change in the operating cash flow. So here, by understanding the operating leverage is crucial in evaluating a company risk and performance, because it will provide insight into how sensitive the company profits are to change in the sales volume. However, in the context of risk assessment, company with a high degree of operating leverage is more vulnerable to the fluctuation in the sales. So if the sales decrease, the impact on profit will be magnified due to the higher fixed costs. While on the flip side, when the sales increase, the company can experience a significant profit growth because of fixed costs remain the same. While for the evolution, a high operating leverage can be advantageous during period of sales growth and that leading to enhance the profitability.
In conclusions, this analysis is very crucial for Dutch Lady Malaysia Berhad. We can see that the scenario analysis, it can help Dutch Lady to assess a different kind of outcome by using the three different scenarios. First, the current scenario, second, the optimistic, and the last one is the pessimistic scenario. In addition to that, the sensitivity analysis helps the Dutch Lady to see which one of the sensitivity data can affect the company performance. Next, talking about the break-even analysis, this analysis is very crucial to perform as it can help this Dutch lady to make better decisions on sales budget and also price setup. Last but not least, talking about the degree of operating leverage, this analysis is crucial as it can give the Dutch lady overview how much the OCF will change in response to the change of sales. So by incorporating all of these elements, Dutch lady actually they can have the actual data that they need and can make uninformed decisions to drive company growth. I think that's all from us. Thank you.